and you get the feeling good that you've made it that far, you know. I mean, it's a good feeling, but like I said, then you think of the guys that got to that last day and you get hit and that's it. They didn't make it, and it's really a shame that you go all that time down to the last day and the short timers just don't make it out.
This is supposed to be, all truth. I can't help but you just embellish the situation.
Yeah, oh, of course. Because I'll tell you the honest truth, there were days that went through, you went by that nothing happened. I mean, you can't sit there and account for every single day of life.
We did have a lot of days like that. Like a diary set up.
Yeah.
And, he'd say from the 15th, 23rd, base camp or whatever, so they didn't go out. So, no activity.
Well, I talked to my dentist here up here is Korean, and his uncle was in Vietnam, and they had a rock a compound right next to our base camp. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, these guys were out there doing martial arts. I mean, they were lined up, all of them. I mean, out doing martial arts every single morning. And those suckers were mean. I mean, they were down and dirty mean, the Koreans. We had a lot of respect for them, but they were our allies. But he was telling me, he said, I talked to my uncle. He said, he doesn't talk much about it. He said, but I talked to him, and to be honest with you, Joe, he said, I don't know how much of it is true. He said, and I told him right then, I said, you know what? Trust me, that 90% of what he said is true. I said 90 to 95% even. I said that's true, because they were Korean soldiers. They had a lot of pride in what they did. And he said they used to collect ears. And I said, well, yeah, I said they did, but those were mostly a lot of rogue soldiers, because they got paid for it. They got paid for ears. And I don't know if you've ever read, I'm sure Jimmy has, about the fingers that they used to collect years ago, and the Indians used to collect trigger fingers and things like that. Well, these guys were paid by ears, and they were paid. They were basically mercenaries, and they got paid by ears. Yeah. So I told them. No, they were Korean, Republic of Koreans. Yeah. And then they had worse, what they called the Chinese nuns, and the Chinese nuns were just as bad. I mean, they were basically the soldiers of fortune. I mean, they came in and
they were on the other side.
They were paid out.
They were the bad
guys. Yeah. Go ahead, we'll wait for you.